Hi, I'm Dr. Cari. Thank you for joining me again, and I want to continue a series that I began recently called Narratives, Addictions, and Self-Sabotage. So last time I talked with you and I introduced a story from my own life as it relates to my weight. And some might say, well, why are you telling us your personal business? Well, truth is, my size is something that people can see. So it's not just my personal business. But I share my own personal story because I think there's some important insights that I've gained that I believe can really be helpful for you. So I shared with you that after my father's death, and this was 28 years ago now, that I gained over 100 pounds. And at first I didn't know why. I thought maybe I'm just getting older and my metabolism is changing and all the kinds of things that people say. And it took me almost a decade to say, wait a minute, something's going on here. What is it? And then I began understanding some of the narratives that were operating. The narratives often kept me from making choices to do things that I really enjoy doing. Unlike lots of people, I love to exercise. And yet, because of some narratives that were operating, I was not able to make the choice to exercise. Often I would even put my exercise clothes on to head out to exercise, and this panic would overtake me that something dreadful, horrible was going to happen to me if I walked out of the door. And I knew I wasn't crazy. So I said, wait a minute, what's going on? So there was a narrative that it took me a while to unpack and figure out that, one, when I was a little child, a young girl, very small in size, I was sexually assaulted 2 times by the time I was age 15. So I had created a narrative in me that if I'm small, I'm more likely to be hurt. I did not live in that narrative until after my father died. Why? Because my dad always said, honey, I'm going to be here to protect you. And so when he was living and some really horrible things happened that altered my life in some significant way, that happened when he was living. So I had this narrative in my mind, if daddy's not here, then what kinds of things are going to happen? I'm not safe in the world. I didn't even know that narrative was operating there. And so I kept self-sabotaging. And so that's what I want to share with you today. Think about, is there a narrative that's operating inside you that might cause you to self-sabotage? You want to go this way, but you see yourself continuing to make choices in a very different direction. Think about that, and we'll talk some more next time. Peace and love.